Sadgurum pranatosmiham. Okay. Just read the other verses from 35 onwards, please. Just. Swamin namaste nataloka bandho karunya sindho patitam bhavabdho Mamudharatmiya kataksha drushtya Rujvati karunya sudha vivrushtya Durvara sansara davagni taptam Dodhuyamanam duradrushtavateihi Bhitam prapannam paripahi mrityo Saranyamanyat yadaham na jane Santo mahanto mahanto nivasanti santah Vasantavallokahitam charantah Tirna swayam bhima bhavarnavam janan Nanni anahi ahetu nanya napitarayantah Shanta mahanto nivasanti santah Vasantavallokahitam charantah Tirna swayam bhima bhavarnavam janan Ahetunanya napitarayantah. Right. So, you saw that the student now goes to the teacher. After gaining all those qualifications, he approaches the teacher and pays his respect in so many as to how helpless he is and how blessed the teacher is. When, because of the ignorance, the student is roasted in the forest fire of samsara, shaken by the unknown cyclonic wind, and then drowning every moment in the samsara, the teacher is reveling in the ocean of knowledge. So he says, I surrender unto you. Why? Bhita, I am frightened. Prapannam, I surrender unto you. Because saranya manyat yadaham na jane, I don't know any other refuge other than you. And that time, now Shankara describes beautifully the general characteristic of a wise man, because everywhere you shall see the description of the student. Very rarely you shall come across the description of a teacher. Everybody says how the student should be, what type of mind can appreciate this reality. But not many places you shall come across the qualification of a teacher. Of course, the greatest qualification is the teacher should be Shrotriyam Brahmanishtham. Shrotriya Brahmanishta. That is what in Upanishad will say. Tasmat tad vijnanartham gurumeva vigache Shrotriyam Brahmanishtham. It's a very beautiful line comes in the Upanishads. Nasti akrutah krutena tasmatad vijnanartham gurumeva vigachet. We shall see it some other time. Samitpanihi srotriyam brahmanishtam. The knowledge that you are going to get, that cannot be gained by any action. We have seen it few classes back. It is like the 10th man trying to get the 10th man. The owner of the specs looking for the owner, looking for the specs. The owner of the mala looking for the mala. You are the happiness, you are looking for the happiness. If you look for it, you deny that you are the owner of it. If you don't look for it, you don't get it either. Therefore, go on to a teacher who shall point it out. Because if you engage yourself in any action to search for the mala or the specs, you are denying that you are the owner of it. You don't look for it, you don't get it either. So go to a person who sees, where the person who sees it clearly shall reveal it. So same thing also in case of this knowledge. I am the happiness. When I am not knowing it, when I am struggling to find happiness, I deny that I am the happiness. If I don't look for it, I don't get it either. Therefore, Guru Meva Avigachet. Go unto a teacher. What type of teacher? Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Well versed in scripture, established in himself. There can be somebody who can be established in himself, but not necessarily well versed in scripture. Reason? He has just understood it, maybe read a book, sort of not read a book, he gets an experience, think of it. That is where a problem comes. Gets an experience, which is very profound, helps him to be with himself. That possibility is there because everybody is always with himself. Somebody sometimes catches onto a very deep experience, but he doesn't know how it came. That is why such people become mystics. Mystics now, the people who have a very defining experience, but they don't know how it happened. That is why they cannot convey it to you. It is like a man who is on the mountain top. Listen, the man who is on the mountain top. When he is on the mountain top, he has the vision of all sides. But he happened to be on the mountain top. It's like suddenly somebody has taken him in a helicopter and put him there. So he has the vision of all sides, but he doesn't know how he reached there. Same thing also. There are certain people which you can come across in life, they shall talk beautifully. But they don't know how they reached there. For them it was some type of an inexplicable experience. So that is why such people will say, or their followers will say, you don't need a teacher. Such person, should he have a follower? Because if he doesn't know how to teach, listen carefully. If he says, I don't need a teacher, I did not have a teacher and I understood, then why should he talk? To whom should he talk? Are you getting that point? Because are you getting that? If knowing yourself, enlightenment, waking up to yourself is very natural, something doesn't need a teacher, then that person should stop talking about it. Because as it happened to him, it will happen to everybody. Why should he talk about it? Why should there be books? Why should there be an ashram? Are you getting that point? Because if you say enlightenment is spontaneous, you don't need a teacher, you don't need the scripture, then nobody must talk about it, nobody must write about it. Because if it happened to one person, it will happen to everybody. Are you getting that logic? But that doesn't work. That is where the teaching tradition. Somebody knows about it, he begins from ignorance, goes into awakening, awareness of himself, and that is how everybody shall pass. So you go on to a teacher. And when you go to the teacher, what type of teacher? Now gives the qualification. Shanta Mahanto Nivasanti Santaha. Santaha Nivasanti. These great sages, Santa. Santa means one who knows the Sat Purusha. Sat, the absolute, ever existing, Trikalepi tishtati ti sat. That which is existing in 3 periods of time, those who know that reality, we call them Santaha. One is one with the existence. Such a person, Santaha nivasanti, such people do dwell, exist in this world, who are Shanta Mahanta. Shanta Purusha. There is no more any struggle in life, no more any cravings, no emptiness, nothing to achieve, nothing to feel failure about. There is no sense of attainment, no sense of failure. Like Rama asked the question to Dasaratha, when shall I find Kadaham Visrantim Neshyami? When shall I find this Visranti, this eternal restfulness, like Meru Srunga Ivambuda, like the clouds sitting down on the top of the mountain peak. You must have seen the clouds on the Arunachala peak. How they come and settle down. As though there is nowhere to go, eternity in front. That type of restfulness, Rama asked Vasishtha, when shall I find? Vasishtha gives him the self-awareness, self-knowledge, because only with the self-knowledge you shall find that absolute peace. There is no craving for anything, neither there is a craving for dismissing something, nor there is a craving for aggrandizing, possessing something. You are happy both in the presence and absence of anything and everything in life. Such people, Shanta, Mahanta, Mahan Purusha. They have discovered the Mahan Atma, Mahatma. Such people, that which is bigger than the biggest. Vasanta Valloka Hitam Charantah. Amazing statements. Vasantavat, like the spring breeze. As when the spring breeze passes, the trees start getting new leaves. You are seeing it now. The autumn, the winter has gone, the leaves have all fallen off. As the spring breeze passes, the new leaves have come. The wise man is compared to the spring breeze. As he passes by, people who come in contact with him, they turn to new leaves, meaning they see the possibility. If this person could do it, why can't I do it? The job of the teacher is to make the person feel, to make the student feel that they can understand, not to make them feel they will never understand. Your great, are you getting that point? Your greatness is not establishing that the subject is very difficult. Your greatness is in helping the person understand and how simple it is and how anybody can understand. Why? Because it is your nature. It is yourself. Are you getting that point, please? Tell me, which one is more important? The Himalayan mountain itself or the books on the Himalayan mountain? Come on. Huh? Mountain or the books? Why don't you speak a little loud? Right. Because you are not sure. Okay? Mountain. Because the books are written on the mountain. So books are more important or the mountain is important? The mountain is important. All the scriptures are written about you. So who is more important? You or the books? Huh? Are you getting that? And the fellow holds on to scripture and says, you will not understand. What? It is written about me and I won't understand. You can't make me understand, tell me that. You don't know? You don't know it. And you can't make me understand it. Don't tell me that I won't understand. I am it. What is the question of understanding myself? Are you getting that point, please? No book is more important than the subject. If Himalaya is the subject on which the books are written, I am the subject on whom the books are written. And you tell me books are not, I can't understand? No. Such a person, the wise one, Vasantavat, like as when the spring breeze passes and the leafless trees, from the leafless trees spring forth lovely tender blossoms. That is how a man who has passed through the winter of his life, when comes across the spring breeze of wisdom, new blossoms come in his life. Because ultimately you are the blossom. And such a person, Tirna Bhima Bhavar, Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavam Janan, Swayam Tirnaha, Bhima Bhavarnavam Tirnaha, Arnava, ocean, Bhavarnava, ocean of samsara, Bhava. Bhava means bhav, to become, which is continuously changing and becoming. Bhima Bhavarnava, this Bhima Bhayankara, this terrible ocean of changes, Tirna, himself having crossed, Anyanapi Tarayanta, himself crossed, help others people also cross the ocean of samsara. Why? Ahetuga. Ahetugan. Understand, Janan? Ahetunanya apitarayanta. Ahetuna. Without any reason. Why are you making everybody cross the ocean? It's such a pleasure. Tell me, what is the best thing you can give to somebody? Come on. What is the best thing you shall give to somebody? Object or happiness? Right. So if you can give the knowledge of the happiness itself, what more things you can give to people? Somebody gives you a mountain of gold. Somebody gives you an empire. Somebody gives you a little love and affection. Somebody gives you a little attention. Somebody gives you food. Somebody gives you the happiness itself. Gives you the happiness means makes you the happiness itself. Makes you the happiness itself. Helps you discover you are the happiness itself. Can there be a greater gift than that? And is it a gift? Somebody giving me? Teaching is not a gift. That is yours to own up. That is ahetunan. There is no reason. What is the best thing I can do in my life anymore? Being happy makes everybody happy. Swayam tirnaha, having himself crossed the ocean of samsara. For no reason he makes everybody cross the samsara. Come on, go beyond it. And by chance somebody doesn't understand, the person is not desperate. The person doesn't feel despondent or depressed or frustrated. Why? After all, he is the truth. If not today, tomorrow you will understand. Whereas the theology is which shall promise you, I shall take you to the heaven, you must die, believe in my God, then only after death you shall go there. And bang, 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 this idea, you must. And the person feels very frustrated. Why? Because he shall be rewarded by sending people to heavens. It is not that the people will go to heavens. Are you getting that point? He shall feel rewarded. I have facilitated so many people going to some imaginary heavens. And it is not right here and now. Later date, sometime the person should get it. What a trouble it is. Just think. Whereas in this teaching, right away the person helps you. It is yourself, you understand the truth for yourself. And by chance somebody doesn't understand, it doesn't make it. You don't have to force yourself on anybody. Look, I say you are the happiness. If you are not interested in that, why should I worry? Because whether you like it or not, you are happiness. Are you getting that point, please? If I am interested in a number game, then I will be very much, those who follow me, they shall be my follower. So how many people in self-knowledge, self-awareness, then you shall be very desperate. Whether you understand or not, enroll, right? It's like a conversion game people follow in a play. There is no such thing. That is why in this Vedantic Upanishadic tradition, there is no proselytization. There is no conversion, no proselytization. Because whom shall you proselytize? Are you getting that? Whom shall you convert? If the other person is already happiness itself, what am I to convert him? Converting means what? Understand, converting somebody means what? Taking him from one title and giving him another title. Taking him from one identity, giving him another identity. Are you freeing him? Previously he was stuck on one religion, now he is stuck on another religion. Previously stuck with one guru or one tradition, now he is stuck with another guru, another tradition. So both the people are now, you understand what the ordinary people are torn apart because everybody is dragging this person towards himself. Whereas in case of, that is why literally that English proverb which says, fools rush in where angels fear to tread. When people are trying to make a business out of somebody's soul, the wise man drops out. What can you do? What can you do? Because there are warring factions. Everybody they don't want the person, they want the number. Come to my place, come to my side. Are you interested in helping the individual out? Then it doesn't matter whether he follows you or not. You help him to discover the truth and goes out, like a hungry man. When the person is hungry, you give him food. You don't ask him his caste, his creed, his race. To an ignorant man, you give knowledge. Does he follow me? Who cares? You understand the truth, you walk out. You are not interested in number game. That is why this knowledge is so beautiful. Ishvara, see this. But just like in the world, people are caught up in the political war. Are you a communist, socialist, Democrat, Republican? Changing parties, changing ideals. Same thing also. Different groups, exact like political, social groups, religious groups also, continuously hunting for people's soul. Dragging them, come over, come over. For what? If you are interested in helping somebody out, it doesn't matter. Whoever it is, it's like a summer night, summer time, water is put on the roadside. For who? Whoever passes. In summer time in India, they do that. They put this buttermilk or water, limbu pani. They put it. And also in the garden, you have to put a little small pot of water also for the birds. Specific birds, only Hindu birds. The traveler is traveling. Whoever is traveling that way, if you are thirsty, drink water and go. If the other person, if you are a wise person, know the truth, it doesn't matter who comes. You give him this knowledge and go. Ahetunanyana pitar ahetu. See, Swayam tirna, Bhima Bhavarnam tirnaha, himself having crossed this ocean of samsara, janan, anyan janan, ahetuna pitarayanta. Other people, he helps them to cross without any expectation, reason, motivation. Nothing. Let the people, I am free, let everybody be free. While teaching, our Swamiji was telling us, Swayam tirnaha anyan tarayati. Swayam confused, anyan confusayati. Sometimes some fellow is confused and he confuses everybody else. You are having crossed, you help other people cross. That is one variety. The other variety is himself confused, confusayati. Helps confuse everybody else in the world. What a headache. Anyway, having told, now going to the next one. Ayam svabhava swatayeva yatpara Sramapanoda pravanam mahatmanam Sudhanshureshe swayamarka karkase prabhavitaptamavati ikshitim kila ayam svabha swataiva yatpare Sramapanoda pravanam mahatmanam Sudhanshureshe swayamarka karkasha Prabhavitaptamavati ikshitim kila. So, ayam svabha swataheva param svabha. This is the natural trait of a wise man. You can't be wise, free and make other people bound. Like an unhappy person can never make somebody else happy. An unhappy person can never make somebody else happy. By chance, you think by giving something he has made somebody happy, or by doing something he has made somebody happy, by granting a favor he has made somebody happy for some time, comfortable for some time. Immediately he shall demand his pound of flesh and receive. Did I not help you? Because he is so miserable. His happiness depends upon making you happy. So if you don't recognize his help, he is miserable. Are you getting that point? Because he wants to be recognized for the help he has extended. So unhappy with himself. Understand? As even an unhappy man can never make somebody happy, a happy person, a person who is happy with himself, free with himself, cannot make somebody dependent upon him, or shall never make somebody miserable for his sake. Never. If you are really happy with yourself, you shall never make somebody miserable. I may not make somebody happy, but definitely I will not make somebody unhappy in life. Understand? You may not be in a position to give happiness to somebody. Don't give unhappiness to anybody. That's enough. You don't have to give happiness to anybody. Don't create confusion. Don't create problems for somebody. The moment you discover you are creating a problem, you are becoming a problem, you withdraw. When a person is self-sufficient, happy with himself, nothing which he cannot sacrifice. In the moment he knows that somebody is inconvenienced, he withdraws. If you are a free person, you cannot make other people dependent on you. In St. James' Park in London, a man one day came and sat down on a bench. In came another person with a little cage in which the small little birds are there. And almost 20-30 of those seasonal birds. You are selling those birds, love birds, you pay to sell them. So, he was telling, they asked him, how much each one? 5 pounds each. How many are there? 30. Take 150 pounds. He gave 150 pounds and purchased the entire lot. The whole cage he purchased. The man was wondering, 30 birds, what shall this fellow do? His wonderment has not ceased, has not stopped. The man opens the gate and all the 30 birds start flying away. All the 30 birds flying away. The man who sold it said, are you crazy? How can you release them? He says, Have you ever gone to prison? The man, the visitor, the person who purchased, he asked the seller, have you ever gone to prison? He says, no. He says, I am returning from prison today. I understand the value of freedom. 15 years I was in the prison. I know what it means to be caged. Are you getting that? When you are a free person, you don't want anybody to interfere with your life. With what right should you interfere with other people's lives? Are you getting that point? You don't want anybody to interfere with your life. Then how do you control other people? Understand. Giving a direction is different from controlling a person's life. Understand. Even in the beginning stages of the teaching, like that of a driver and a pupil, the driver also has a control. Why? Because the child, the learner is yet to control the car. But in the process of teaching the person, he is slowly giving up his control. Are you getting that? When you are teaching are you getting that? When the instructor is teaching the student, learner, he is slowly giving up his control. Why? More and more control he is passing on to the learner. And when the learner learns to drive, the instructor drops out. And what type of control is that? A control that helps other person to grow up. The teacher. You don't control people's life. There are some people who are like control freaks. Most religious people are control freaks. This is how you should do. This is what you should not do. Don't look at that. Don't do this. Do this. Do that. Oh, what a headache. Even religions are full of these type of do's and don'ts. Don't do this. Understand. It's nice to tell this to children. It's nice to also tell to the adult who behave like children. But the purpose should be to help them to grow up so that they take charge of their life, because you cannot control other people's car from your car. Can you think when you are driving on the highway, can you control other people's car? You can control your car, right? Then in life's highway, how come you are controlling everybody's life except yours? Are you getting that? That is a wise person means a person who is free and never controls anybody's life. Controlling in a dictatorial sense of the term. You give a direction to somebody, but you don't restrict, regulate, control their lives to the point of disaster. Anyway, so atayeva, what is that? Ayam svabhava swatayeva yatpara ayam svabhava. This is the natural trait of a wise man. What is that? Sramapanoda pravanam mahatmanam. Mahatmanam, for these Mahatmas, those who understand the truth for themselves, Sramapanoda Pravana. They are naturally Srama Apanoda. They naturally help people to get out of their burden. Srama, tiredness, exertion, Apanoda, eliminating, removing the tiredness, exertion of the people. It's like when you are an adult, you see a baby crying. Do you enjoy the baby crying? Even if it's a stranger's baby, what do you say? Papa, if by chance you have got a flower, baby, take it, take it, take it. It's not your baby, huh? It's not your baby. You are handing over a toy, you are handing over a flower, anything. Suppose even if it's your pen and the baby is standing there and sitting there and crying for baby, even for some time you hand it over. Why? Let the baby cry, slow down, then you take it and go. Same thing also the wise person. Cannot. When you are happy with yourself, you can't make people other unhappy. So srama upanoda pravana. This is by habit, in a sense, because of this understanding. They cannot take somebody being tired, somebody being miserable, exhausted, unhappy, anxious. They cannot take it. They try all their best to make somebody happy in life. Since it is so, why is it so? Yes, such people, these Mahatmas, how they live, gives a beautiful example. Sudhan suresa swayamarka karkasa prabhavi tapta avati kshitim kila. Like Sudhanshu. Anshu, rays. Sudhanshu, nectarine rays. Cool rays of the moon. Sudhanshu, that is, the another name of the moon is Sudhanshu. Because cool rays of the moon. That cool rays of the moon, avati kshitim kila. Kila indeed, kshitim avati. Kshiti. Kshiti means the whole world. Somebody's name is Kshitish. Who is that boy? Kshitish. The name of your meaning is Kshiti, the whole earth. Isha, the king of the earth. Empire, emperor. Oh boy. Okay? So Kshitish. So Kshiti. Avati kshitim kila. Kshiti means the whole earth. Avati blesses. Who? The moon. How? Swayam, listen, Swayam himself, the moon, arka karkasa prabhavi tapta. Arka karkasa prabhavi. Arka prabha. The rays of the sun, which is karkasha. The burning rays of the sun, the moon takes, reflects the cool light for the world. What a beautiful example. Like the atapa, like the trees. The tree take the sunlight, provide the shade to the passerby. That is why tree is. Wise man is compared to a tree. Wise man is compared to the moon. Himself taking enormous responsibility, helping other people enjoy. Once the person knows himself, what is the reason why should he teach? He can sit down under a tree and have a good time. Or hang around, do whatever he likes. He is free. Are you getting that? He is free. He is happy with himself. Why should he do anything? But if that is how his teacher would have done, will he learn? Will he learn? No. Suppose his teacher's teacher would have done, will he learn? No. That is why teachers are active 24 hours, 365 days. It is like somebody telling, I don't want children. If your parents should have decided same way. I hate children. If your parents should have thought like that, where will you be? Are you getting that point, please? I am happy. How does it matter? If there is wisdom, wisdom and selfishness don't go together. If I am happy, why should I do anything? Because you are happy, you should do everything. Because such a person only can bless people. You are happy and therefore you are doing it. If you are unhappy and doing it, you will stop when they don't recognize. Are you getting that point, please? When you are unhappy and doing something, you shall wait for recognition. You are helping because you can help. Why the sun gives light? For a change, can the sun give darkness? Why the river gives water? What else can the river give? Why the mountains give mineral? What else can they give? Why Swamiji, our cow always gives milk. Then what else should give you? The cow should give you what? Juice. You give the cow orange and you'll get orange juice. What else the cow can give? The milk. The wise man, that man is very compassionate, very wise man, very compassionate. What else will be? Wise man will be cruel, huh? Even the cruelty of the wise man means compassion, because there is a purpose behind it. But at no time it will be cruelty in the sense of language of killing, destroying. That is why in the name of religion, when you kill, however you may justify, it doesn't mean anything. Suddenly, immediately say, oh, then how come Krishna told? Hey, don't bring in political situation for understanding of the truth. Political situation is different. You had to kill. There is no choice. Listen carefully. That is why we call aggressive goodness. Not when somebody slaps you one side, slow him the other side. You may get another one also. Just think of it. When you go to Gita, we shall see that. Krishna, when he tells to Arjuna to fight, why? Because there's a kingdom. Arjuna is a prince. There Arjuna, he is not talking to Arjuna as a person. There he is talking to Arjuna as a prince. And they are noble princes. Duryodhana is bad boy. He's a bad guy. Instead of giving the half of the kingdom, he wants to take everything and go. To avoid battle, avoid bloodshed, he said, okay, half you need not give. Give 5 villages for 5 brothers. No. 5 houses with 1 village? No. 1 house with 5 rooms? No. Not even a needle point land will be given to you. What do you do to that? They sacrificed. They said, okay, that also didn't work. Samadana danda veda. You shall see that. Then in diplomacy, he sent Krishna to them. Didn't work. Naturally, danda, the punishment left out. They have to fight for the right. It's not a pleasurable fight, eh? They have to fight for the right. If they do not do that, listen, what will happen? You shall hand over the entire kingdom to the hands of the brutes. You better defeat the brute force and save everybody. Please. That is why Dharma Yuddha. Dharma Yuddha. It was a Dharma Yuddha. A Yuddha where the Dharma is at stake. The righteousness at stake. It's not for pleasure. Conquering kingdoms. No, not that variety. There is no aggressiveness. Expanding empire. That is why today, when the Tata company, Tata, Indian company Tata, has purchased of Jaguar and Rover, Land Rover. The British icon. Jaguar is a British icon. Now Tata company has purchased of Jaguar and British, that Land Rover from the Ford company who has owned it. In British press, it is written, Empire Strikes Back. Empire strikes back. And he says, Ford says Tata to, Ford gives Tata to, what is that? Jaguar. Tata. Now Tata takes it. Are you getting it? So those people, when they were coming, they were aggressive, colonizing. This is not aggressive colonization. Eh? With strength you take. Why? So that everybody is helped. Not only our country. See the beauty. Okay. So, Mahadeva, from where we are going, where? What to do? So, Sudhan Suresh. So the wise person means himself can take enormous responsibilities, enormous pain, enormous burden, but never shall pass on the burden to somebody. Why? Not necessary. For my sake, why should somebody be burdened? It is always a pleasure to give, not a pain to share. It's a pleasure. Why are you doing it? What else to do? Happy with himself, therefore does it. So that is how the wise man. And such a person, now he finishes. Please read. Brahmanandarashanubhuti kalitehi putei susitei yuteihi yusmadva kalasojhitei shruti sukhei vakyamrutei sechaya santaptam bhavatāpadāvadahana jvalabhirenam prabho dhanyaste bhavadikshana kshanagate patri kruta syukruta brahmanandarashanubhuti kalitehi putei susitei jutei yusmadva kalasojhitei shruti sukhei vakyamrutei sechaya santaptam bhavatāpadāvadahana jvalabhirenam prabho dhanyaste bhavadikshana kshanagate patri kruta syukruta. Beautiful. You see, Shankara himself is playing the role of a teacher, himself is playing the role of the student. So amazing dimensions. Because the person who has crossed the problem, one who has crossed the barrier, one who has crossed all types of problems, he can describe the problems very well. That is why people use drug addicts to help other drug addicts, those who have gone out of it. The people who have gone out of it, they know the difficulty. The person who was an alcoholic, now is free from alcoholism, he knows the difficulty. So he can really help out people. The person who was in ignorance, and then he has gained this knowledge, he very clearly sees, oh my God, had I not known myself what life will be. And if my teacher would not have taught me what it will be. Therefore, person is naturally grateful and passes on this knowledge to one after another. And he, now as a student, now he praises the teacher. How is he? He says, I am, first he describes the student. You can take santaptam bhavatapadabadahana jwalabhi enam prabho. Hey Prabhu, O Lord, master of this knowledge, master of this creation, or you are the one, the shining glory, prakarshena bhati. You are the master, you are the shining. O Lord, aham santaptam. Taptam, roasted. Santaptam, deep fried. Like a pakode. I am deep fried in the hot oil of samsara. It is one thing to get roasted by the sunlight outside. Another thing is to be deep fried in the hot oil. I am santaptam. Do you really understand that you are roasted, deep fried? Oh my God. The job, the money, the education, competition, deceit, belief, disbelief, adjusting to hundreds of people. Oh my God, if you do something it is right, wrong, if you don't do it is wrong, you smile it is wrong, you don't smile it is wrong. Oh my God. Adjustment, 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 adjustment. Because you are a nice person, you don't want to hurt anybody. So you are going on adjusting, 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 and you are roasted and deep fried. Then you get tired, exhausted, and run away from the whole thing. And you reach the teacher. Now there also the teacher also starts frying you. What will happen? Just imagine. You have run away from all these deep fry situations. Because your wife cheated you, or a man cheated you, or children bothered you, ungrateful, or friends deceived you, job went away, money is not there, you were roasted and deep fried and you run away. And once you reach the place, now the teacher starts frying you. How do you like it? Huh? Ishvara. You came away from all deception to encounter another level of deception. Previously somebody told me, if you watch a movie, you will be happy. Now somebody tells me, if you sing the song, you will be happy. You embraced your husband or wife, you got tired, she didn't like you, you didn't like him, you get divorced, she will be happy. Now he says, hug me, I will make you happy. What nonsense. Are you getting that? The hugging groups, there are hugging groups. I don't, there is another group which says, I love you. You must tell everybody else you love you. Are I don't feel like telling, that means you are egoistic. You must look at the stranger and say, I love you. They think they're spreading the message of love by repeating, I love you. It's like putting on a gun those days. Make love, not war. Then shoot. On the gun you have that placard. Make love, not war. Then shoot. How nice. Just think, please. So the teacher, the person himself doesn't know, and he pushes you into so many different types of disciplines, which himself doesn't follow. He must get up at 3 o'clock, he himself snores up to 9 o'clock. He must never overeat, he eats on a big stomach. You must not eat this, you mustn't eat that, himself thoroughly enjoys. You should not talk against anybody, gossiping. You should not encourage gossiping, but whoever comes and flatters, he gets the reward. You understand what I am talking? This is rubbish. So already fried, roasted you come. Here also you get roasted and fried now. What a headache. That is why when this person comes and tells so beautifully, Santaptam, I come to you, and you are Brahmananda Rasanubhuti Kaliteihi Putei Susitei Yutei. Brahmananda Rasa Anubhuti Kalitei Susitei. You are carrying this water with yourself. This water of wisdom you are carrying with yourself, which is Brahmananda Rasanubhuti Kalitei. That water is the water of Brahmananda Rasa Anubhuti. Anubhuti, you have the experience, you are one with yourself, you are the experience of the Brahman, the Absolute. In every moment of your life, this wisdom is manifesting. In all your activities, the same wisdom is manifesting. And this is so susitehi, so comforting, so cooling. Your presence is so cooling. And you have that vakkalaso jitei. Since you are carrying this wisdom, cool wisdom, water with yourself, you please pour it out with vakkalasa. this holy pot of your mouth, you pour down in the form of words on me who is roasted and deep fried. This water of wisdom, this cool water of wisdom shall take away the heat, the pain, the exhaustion. How beautiful. Just imagine this beautiful tradition. Bhakyamrutei sechaya. Sechaya, please sprinkle this Vakya Amruta, these nectarine sentences, nectarine words of wisdom. Please sprinkle on me, because Bhava Santaptam Bhavatāpadāvadahana Jwālābhiyenam Prabhu. I am completely roasted by Bhavatāpadāvadahana Jwala. Jwala, this pain of being roasted alive in the heat of the samsara. In fact, dhanyaste bhavadikshana kshanagati patri kruta siyukruta. Te indeed dhanya, they are indeed dhanya, blessed, those who have got a glimpse from you. Bhavada ikshana kshanagate. Bhavad ikshana. You are looking, a glance from you in my side. You look at me. My pain will go. And they indeed dhanya, who? Those who have patrikruta, sikruta. Patrikruta, those who have come and offered themselves to you at your feet. And they are also sikruta, you have accepted them. Because somebody can offer, but you don't accept them as student. Patrikruta, sikruta. The student has come and offered himself, and the teacher has accepted him. Such people to whom you have accepted a little glance from you, their misery, their difficulty, anxiety will go away. And here I am in front of you. Having thus told the teacher, he has definitely created the mood in teacher now. Now the teacher will be available. Okay, what do you want? Like Rudram Chamakam. Ekadas Rudram, you finish, then you have Chamakam. Give me, give me, give me, give me. First you sing the glory of Shiva. After he is pleased, this Sarma Chame, Barma Chame, Dharma Chame, this me, give me this, give me this, give me this. Big list you put. So now you have, praise the teacher. Now, what is your, okay, all right, enough, very good, appreciated, nice. What do you want? We shall see tomorrow. Just read the verse, we shall see tomorrow. The student asks, beautiful, tomorrow we shall, this is the question. Katham tareyam bhavasindhumetam kavagatirme kathamostyupaye jane na kinchit krupayava mam prabho sansara dukkha kshati matanushva katham tareyam bhavasindhumetam kavagatirme kathamastyupaye jane na kinchite krupayava mam prabho sansara dukkha kshati matanushva. We'll see tomorrow, okay? It's fantastic. Beautiful. The teachers, now the student says, please tell me how to get out of all this. See, tomorrow close your eyes.